Hey Nuggets, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be rating your edits once again on my channel because you've been requesting it for the longest and I'm doing it. And if you're new to my channel, I'm not roasting anyone because I know everyone's still learning. I'm not being mean or anything, so yeah, let's get into the video. This edit is cool and all, but I never get why beginners make hair like this, like so big. It looks fine and I like the background, it's very creative. I'm gonna give her a 6. I'm not trying to hate, but I know someone sent me this exact picture before telling me that they improved, blah blah blah, and it's kind of crazy. I see the same picture again. I can't figure it out. Maybe it's the same person and I'm just tripping, but this edit is really good. I can't really point out anything that's bad, so I'm gonna give it a 10. Her edit looks really good, but she could improve like blending it in, especially down the boob area, and also improve on how to do highlights, especially on the hair as well, because it's too chunky on the hair. But I'm gonna give her a 5. So to me, there's a lot of bad in this, especially the highlights. It's too messy, it's literally everywhere. On her face, it looks like she did not edit it at all, and she could have added some edges. Overall, the whole edit looks really messy, it looks rushed as fuck, and I'm gonna give her a 2. For a beginner, this is a cute edit. I love what she did with the eye makeup, and everything else is fine. She could have kind of like repainted over the flowers so it doesn't have so much realism that was already in the picture, and yeah, I'm gonna give her a 6. Her edit looks really cute. I love the hair, but the buns look really uneven, like it's noticeable, but she tried, and that's what's important when you try to edit anyways. She could have edited more before doing lots of highlights and exposure on the face, but she did a good job, and I'm gonna give her a 7. I really like how she tried to repaint the whole body and everything, but what she could really improve on is making it look less dull and actually try to add highlights and make it look more appealing, if you know what I mean. And yeah, that's literally all I gotta say, and I'm gonna give her a 7. So the problem in this edit is she blurred too much, especially in the highlights, so the whole edit looks ashy. So yeah, that's all I gotta say. She could improve on that, and also not blurring out too much, because you can definitely tell in the face, but I know she could improve and it's not too bad, but I'm gonna give her a 4. I don't know what's so bad about it. I mean, she could improve later on because edits do get better over time. Like, I've seen other people's edits that was horrible, then they turned out good, but I'm gonna give her an 8. Also, I can't say anything bad about this one. It's really neat, it's really nice, highlights are really good in the right places everywhere, and I really love it, and I'm gonna give her a 10. Keep improving and you're gonna be so great, because you already are. The problem I have with her edit is because she didn't shade in enough. It looks like all she did was repaint over it, and then she was like, okay, I'm gonna start highlighting now, and that's all she did afterwards, and done. And it looks like she finished it under like 40 minutes, but I'm gonna give her a 5. And just like with the other girl, I'm gonna say the same thing with hers as well. She needed to shade in more and then highlight, plus the highlights needs to be blended a lot. It just looks like fat blobs of highlight that isn't blended, especially on the cheek, so it looks really awkward. And yeah, that's all I gotta say. I'm gonna give her a 5. At least she tried. That's the best part of her edit. I'm such a slow person, so I'm just realizing that every beginner has a problem with shading and highlighting. Well, I knew about highlighting, but shading, I didn't know it was such a big problem. If they don't shade, then they don't highlight, and so that's another problem with this edit. She didn't do enough highlight and she didn't shade enough, so I don't know, it doesn't look that great, but it's not bad as well. I'm gonna give her a 10. I'm gonna give her a 7. I love how creative she got with this edit. It looks amazing to me, to be honest, and she could have used a different highlight color so it doesn't look like that on the chest and her hands. I feel like she didn't use ads, she used, I forgot what that mode is called, overlay. Yeah, that's what it's called. I'm gonna give her an 8. I've watched her grow with her edits so much, and she's so good right now, and I'm actually so proud of her edit. I'm gonna give her a 10. There's literally nothing bad about it. She shaded her highlights and the repaint in general really well, and yeah, I'm so proud of her. Keep improving, and your edit is obviously a 10. Her edit is okay, and like I'm always gonna say, with highlights that look like this, should be blended out a little bit more. Even mine looked like this when I was a beginner, so I know all of you can improve. She could have repainted her hair more as well. I really don't like when hair is left out like that on morph edits. It disturbs me, and I always say don't leave it out, but I'm gonna give her a 6. Obviously she chose this picture so she only has to focus on her head, but she didn't do much on her head either. She could have added some edges and tried to do highlights, but overall I'm gonna give her a 4. I really like her edit. It's so neat, and I can tell she's gonna be really great at doing this later on, like maybe in the next 2 months. She could have put more highlights down on her chest, but that is fine. I'm gonna give her a 9. This is also a really neat edit. I love how creative it is with the roses and just how it looks in general, and the makeup matches, and it's really good. I'm gonna give her a 9. This one is also really cute. I would say she should get better at her hair edits. I'm gonna give her an 8, and also do some shimmery highlights on her shoulders. So obviously the only edit she's done here is add a picture to the background, but the most edit she's done is on her hair. The wig looks amazing, and yeah, just keep improving. I'm gonna give her a 10. I really want to love this, but I'm not going to dislike it. I love how you tried, but please improve on making sure that your Abby looks like she has a neck. And yeah, then everything else would come together nicely. I'm gonna give her a 5. To be honest, I don't see a lot of repainting in this edit. I just see a line of highlights on her legs and stomach, then her chest, nothing really on her face. So please try to improve more on actually repainting and not just highlights, because that isn't a proper edit. But yeah, I'm gonna give her a 3. And for the last picture up for this video, like I've said with the other ones, improve on shading and then highlighting, because it definitely shows in this one. And I love how you tried to make it look better with the filter. But yeah, I'm gonna give her a 6. I hoped you liked this video, and if you did, give it a thumbs up. And if you're new to my channel, subscribe, be part of my Nugget gang, and I'll see you in my next video.